guys, happy Halloween! Today we're going to turn ourselves into Sally from The Nightmare Before Christmas. Let's get started.
So to look like Sally, I'm starting out by painting my entire face with white paint that has just a little bit of blue added. Now, my eyebrows are light, so I'm just painting over them, but you could either use the glue stick method before painting, or just fill them in with blue eyeshadow. You're going to want to take the white paint down the front of your neck and under your chest in a V shape. Next, I'm taking a NYX Jumbo Pencil and Milk and making a thick curved line underneath my lower lashes and on my waterline. I'm also using the pencil all over my eyelid. You're going to want to set this with the transparent or white powder so that it doesn't crease. I completely forgot and mine creased pretty quickly. Now I'm taking a blue eyeshadow and tracing all around my eye socket. I'm also fading this out and blending it in towards the edges. To help make my face look rounder, I'm going around all the edges of my face with the gray eyeshadow. Now I'm placing a lot of this on the corners of my jawline to really round out my face, and I'm bringing it to a point at my chin so my chin looks much more V-shaped. Now I'm curling my eyelashes and adding mascara. Now, Sally didn't have this, but if I did this look again, I would add winged eyeliner and probably false lashes to help my eyes stand out a bit more. Now I'm taking that same gray eyeshadow and going down the sides of my nose to contour it. I'm making it very, very thin at the bridge of my nose and making it wider as I go down. I'm also adding gray eyeshadow on the base, underside, whatever you would call it, of my nose to create more of a cartoonish shape. Now I'm taking white eyeshadow to highlight the top of my nose. Here's where the details come in. I'm starting by painting curved lines on either side of my mouth and a line from my forehead across my eye all the way down onto my cheek. I'm doing this in a dark blue paint, but you could use a lighter blue face paint or you could even use eyeliner. Now I'm going in with a blue eyeshadow and going above and beneath those lines just to add more color and a bit more dimension to them. Now I'm doing the exact same thing but with gray eyeshadow this time. To add even more depth to the lines, I'm taking a very thin artist brush and black body paint and going right in the middle of those blue lines. Now I'm working on Sally's neck and chest stitches. I'm using black body paint and that same thin artist brush. And I'm just painting a line across her neck and a line down and across her chest. Sorry if I'm jumping around just a little bit in this tutorial. Now I'm taking a thicker eyeliner brush and white body paint, and I am going in and painting in the stitches on her face. I'm doing some straight and some X's and keeping them fairly uniformly spaced. Now I'm taking that same brush with black body paint and I am putting black dots at the end of every single stitch. This helps make it look a little bit more like it's going into your skin. Now I didn't go for a highly realistic stitch look here, I was going for a very cartoony effect. Now I'm taking that exact same brush, cleaned off, and I'm just going in and streaking out that black into the stitch to help it make it look like it's curved and like it has some dimension. If your paint has already dried, you can go in with a little bit of gray eyeshadow to get a very similar effect. I'm taking a second to paint Sally's lips red. Now I did use body paint here just because I think it lasts really well. and red lipstick tends to smear quite a bit. I'm also taking a little bit of white body paint and adding in a highlight on her lip. I'm going in and adding a little bit of black liner just on my tight line. And then I'm moving on to doing these stitches on the chest. Now for these, I'm doing standard black stitches, same as before. And now I'm jumping around and working on Sally's clothes. Now I'm painting her clothes in blocks of color to start with, and then I'm adding detail. So I'm going in with a very light purple shade, and I'm just blocking in the first side of her dress. For the other side, I'm going in with a light tanned medium brown shade and making the exact same shape. I'm also taking that same shade of brown to do the shoulder of her dress on the other side. And now I'm taking a gray shade to do the other shoulder. Alright, here's where some of the fun of Sally comes in. I did paint her neck thicker than her neck would normally be, just because I kind of wanted to play with it a little bit in the width and the size I wanted it to be. So here I'm actually taking black body paint, and I'm painting down her neck and on the top of my shoulders. Okay, now I'm moving to the stitches on Sally's dress. I'm taking my thicker eyeliner brush again with black body paint, and I am just putting in some basic but slightly larger stitches for her dress. And I'm putting white dots on the ends of those. Now I'm working on the swirls on Sally's dress. I'm taking a dark purple and going over the light violet, and I'm just freehanding a big swooping swirly pattern. I took a mix of the darker purple and the lighter purple and went along the edges of her dress to create more of a three-dimensional frayed look. I'm just jiggling the brush back and forth when I'm going down the edge. Now I'm adding some black stitches on the side of her shoulder. Now I'm taking a darker brown and painting the stripes on the shoulder of her dress. And using a stippling brush with that same dark brown, I am going in and making kind of a dirty mottled pattern. I'm taking a small brush with brown paint again, and I'm roughing up the other edge of her dress. Now I'm going in with some gray eyeshadow to shade her chest and create the illusion that the dress is on top of her chest. And I'm also going in and adding a little bit of shading to her stitches as well. And now I'm taking that super fine artist brush again with some black face paint, and I'm just going in and outlining the edges of her dress to add just a little bit more dimension.
And that is exactly how I turned myself into Sally. As you can see, it's fairly easy and you can do it too. If you have any questions, comments, or just want to say hi, I would love to hear from you down in the comments below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't yet, I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel. You can also keep up with me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat. I am pretty much everywhere, and all the links for those are down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you again very, very soon. Bye!